Well, Panama and migrants are in the news again. If you miss the headlines, this time, the country of Panama is not alone. President-elect Donald Trump has a renewed plan to send migrants to Panama. Why did I say renewed? Well, this is his second attempt. In this video, we will cover his 2019 proposal, the draft plan that is currently in the headlines, and the controversial history between the country of Panama and Trump that included a money laundering scandal with his former real estate property here. On December 5, 2024, news outlets began reporting that President-elect Trump's transition team is creating a list of countries it might deport migrants to who are arrested in the United States if their home countries refuse to accept them back. Drumroll please. Thus far, some of the countries on the list are the Turks and Caicos, Grenada, the Bahamas, and Panama. Yup, even if the migrants aren't from these countries, they're proposing sending them there. At the time of this recording, I have not seen anything regarding the logistics of this plan, but the country's responses have been quick. The Bahamas said the following.
The Office of the Prime Minister did issue a statement this morning in response to a proposal by the transition of the Trump administration.
The Office of the Prime Minister wishes to address recent reports regarding a proposal from the Trump transition team in the United States for the Bahamas to accept deportation flights of migrants from other countries. This matter was presented to the government of the Bahamas but was reviewed and firmly rejected by the Prime Minister. Panama said the following. In light of news published in the U.S. media about the possibility of sending deportees to Panama from the U.S., we inform you that we have not received any official or unofficial communication about this proposal. Furthermore, in light of international law, we have no obligation to receive deportees of nationalities other than Panamanian. We wish to maintain relations with the United States always within the framework of mutual respect. This Ministry of Foreign Affairs clearly understands that our main mission is to protect the interest of the Republic of Panama. As for Grenada, at the time of this recording, I have not found any news of their response. Turks and Caicos said the following. Diplomatic relationships with the U.S. are still a priority for the UK overseas territory, where national security is under the purview of an appointed UK governor who represents King Charles. Our government remains committed to maintaining strong diplomatic relations with the United States and our other international partners. However, we are steadfast in our commitment to protecting the interest of the Turks and Caicos Islands and upholding the integrity of our immigration system. To be clear, the Turks and Caicos Islands will not participate in any program that seeks to forcibly relocate individuals here against their will or ours. This begs to question why these countries were chosen in the first place. Let's rewind to 2019. During Trump's first term, his administration floated the idea of relocating migrants to Panama as part of a regional migration agreement. At that time, the Panamanian government made it clear that they didn't want to become a dumping ground for migrants, especially since they were already dealing with their own immigration challenges, which they're still dealing with to this very day. Please refer to my video on this very subject, which is linked in the description below. Also in 2019, then President Trump signed an agreement with Guatemala to limit asylum seekers. He called it a very important signing. It's going to be terrific for them, and terrific for the United States, Trump said, adding that the agreement will usher in a new era in investment and growth for Guatemala. It was reported that the agreement was signed after several days of threats by Trump that included potential tariffs and taxes on remittances sent home to Guatemalans that were living in the U.S., and lastly, a potential travel ban on Guatemalan nationals to the U.S. This agreement would require migrants traveling through Guatemala to have to claim asylum there instead of the United States of America. I am not sure what came of all of these agreements, if they were ever truly implemented, what the associated costs were for all the countries involved, or if any investments were made into said countries. Fast forward to today, Trump is revisiting this idea as part of his immigration platform. With the growing numbers of migrants crossing the Darien Gap, a dangerous jungle between Colombia and Panama, Trump sees Panama as one of the many potential solutions or countries to ease pressure on the U.S. border. How will this affect the MOU between Panama and the United States that was signed under the Biden administration to fly migrants back to their countries if they don't meet asylum criteria? This remains to be seen, as well as how the relations between these two countries will unfold during Trump's presidency, especially given his troubled history in Panama. For those of you that are familiar with the popular JW Marriott residence and hotel here, it was once called the Trump Ocean Club, his massive luxury hotel and condo building in Panama City, Panama. In 2018, investigative reports revealed that the project was linked to suspected money laundering. Buyers allegedly used the shell companies to purchase units, raising questions about whether the building was a hub for illicit financial activity. Trump's name was eventually removed from the property after a nasty legal battle, but the scandal cast a long shadow over his dealings here in Panama. So, why is Trump trying to send migrants to Panama when he's had failed business dealings that involved money laundering and a legal battle that he lost? Only time will tell. Panama is more than just a potential migrant hub. It's a key ally for the U.S. in this region. The Panama Canal is vital to global trade, and the U.S. has historically invested in maintaining strong ties here. Trump's renewed plan to send migrants to Panama isn't just about immigration, it's about power, politics, and a complicated history, where the future of countless lives hang in the balance. It raises important questions about how countries share responsibility in a global crisis, and if they can truly work together. If you enjoyed this type of content, please like and subscribe, share this video, and watch this one up next. The world is yours. You just have to find your place in it.